Hello and welcome. Illuminati thanks. Subscribe, like, do your best. That's mine. So, anyways, hi, happy September 1st and Virgo season. I think Virgo season's pretty chill, even if I don't always like Virgos. I love them. I also think, I was sitting here looking at the camera, like, I don't give a fuck what you think of me. Come on. So I was like looking at myself. I'm like, damn, I look a little different today, but extremely beautiful. And I'm like, that's pure Virgo energy. I think Virgos are very universally beautiful. I really do. I think, all earth signs are. But there's something about Virgos that everyone just is like, yes, that person is attractive. It's not like I don't know. The most beautiful woman I know, hands down, is 100% a Virgo. Sorry, bitches. We all know who she is, and she is the most beautiful. So, shout out to all the pretty Virgos out there. Yes. Anyways, and my partner's a Virgo rising, so I am very attracted to a Virgo face, Virgo placements. Anyways, hello. What am I doing? This is going to be, I guess we're going to do the general. I want to do one overall reading for the month, for the season, whatever. And I want to introduce this new deck. It's not going to be on the channel, but it will be available for personal readings and special occasions like this. I might pull it out once in a while, but other than that, they're so beautiful and intense. It's just not for this, but one good one. We're going to run by money and economics and whatnot. Might do a channeled message. I don't always include these, but I line them up and it feels good. And of course, we're going to do the Thoth, the general. On top of the deck, Magus. That's very interesting because God. I don't know how much I love how personal I get on this channel sometimes, but since not really nobody's watching anyway, guess I can say whatever I want. I channel the dead. I don't know. It's like I wish there was a nicer way of saying that or like a better phrase I can use. Sometimes I say channel from the other side, but that could mean anything, and it's really dead. So I've been using this deck for years, since 2013, and I've been channeling probably my whole life, realistically, but, consistently since 2019, right? It's openly, I should say. I've always felt like, I feel like I'm talking to someone, but I didn't start maybe admitting to it until then. So, never, ever had the crossover moment of channeling Aleister Crowley, except for very, very recently, a couple weeks ago. So cool and so interesting and really a beautiful, moving experience because I know he's a controversial person and I'm not here to defend him. I'm not here to fucking argue with anyone about him. I know he was shit. I just think that when we shed ourselves of our human form, a lot of things come to light. We recognize our flaws, we see our mistakes, and we do some course correcting. I think that's the whole reason they reach out in the first place. It's because a lot of times they want to apologize, they want to pay it forward. They want to, complete shit, so to speak. So I've never studied his work. When I got this deck, I didn't know, right, that it was his. Okay, so please, again, I am not here to, this is not my shit. But talking to him was very moving. And this is his deck. So what I learned, because I was teaching someone about tarot while I channeled him. It was just very cool. What I learned doing that was about this card. And so I kind of want to share it. I just feel like, I don't know if I'm really supposed to repeat what happened that night, but I'm gonna, because I've always found it very interesting that this deck has a Magus and a Magician. And okay, so another thing I've been thinking about, again, with the oversharing, again, I keep saying that word, this is a bought version of this deck, but originally I found this deck of cards, and that's how I learned tarot, was no booklet and no guide, nothing, no whatever. So that's kind of how I read. This is a used deck that I bought. This is a new deck that I bought. This is also a used deck, so I don't actually know what this is. We'll get to that later. But for this one, the original deck that I had the Magician in it. And the deck that I bought had the Magus. Well, okay, I should say the original deck had the Magus and the Magician. But this deck that I bought had the Magus and the Unicursal Hexagram. Okay. So I thought it was very curious that he had the Magician and the you know, the Magus and the Magician, because by definition, a Magus is a magician. You know, it's like there's very, very little difference between the two. But what I learned from this experience that I had with him, this is fake magic. Okay? Fake magic. The Magician is true manifestation, true power, true... Oh yeah, I shaved my pits recently. It was for a wedding. Don't ever ask me. You know, the Magician is the Magician. The Magus, fake magic. It's just fake magic. It's like, it can be the sort of fake it till you make it attitude, because you can still evolve into the Magician. They're both number one. It's very interesting. But it's also funny because before I really knew... Like, in my early days of tarot, I used to say that this is the fuckboy card. For no reason. I didn't know anything about it. I just thought he looked like a fuckboy. And then I kind of, you know, received this message that those look kind of accurate. So, very interesting right now to see it. It's just at the top of the deck. That's why I brought it up. I wasn't planning on mentioning that stuff, like I said. But I really wanted to... I don't know. I wanted to mention it, because then segue into the fact that I am doing a reading right now. Fake magic. Do not be fooled by these fuckboys, man or woman or other. Do not be fooled by the fuckboys. You know what? Let's get one for each one. Vampire, emotional intelligence, dude. What's up with that? What's up with that? And skeleton, strength. I guess I pulled two of those. I don't know what I'm doing. I am freestyling. We're already 7 minutes in. Not into much. I feel like I might even start over still. Is that what I want to do? Damn. Bonus content, I guess. Dawn. The light after the darkness. So, be wary of fuckboys. This is just like a even more separate... I don't like this anymore. I'm like, this isn't really what I had planned. I guess it's not really about a plan. 6 of Wands, victory. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it. All right? So, overcome the fuckboys? I don't know what this message is. Bye.